Hey, what's up guys? So like I said, you guys are getting the behind the scenes of me working and getting ready for an episode right now. And keep it, super professional. Like I said, this is a one-woman show. I typically do everything, hair, makeup, all that. I don't do my hair, but I get my hair done. So basically, I'm getting ready for a show. Pretty much on Tuesdays, I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. I don't even leave the house for the most part on Tuesdays, just because I understand the importance of getting ready for a show and just trying to make sure everything flows really smoothly. Most times, I usually try to, because it can get so hectic right around the time for the show, I usually try to get up, turn my phone. I get up, I try to turn my phone on, do not disturb, and maybe respond to a couple emails, text messages, things like that. And then the whole day I usually try to spend straightening the house up if it's messed up. And then kind of preparing lunch and dinner, because the show's at 7, so it's kind of really right at the time I give my son dinner. So I try to make sure he's up, fed. If he's taking a nap, I try to ensure that if he's getting up, I may cook dinner right before the show or something, and I leave it in his playpen because he may get up during the middle of the show and I don't have to stop and get it. So I'll typically like make food, leave it in his playpen when he gets up, and he'll get up and eat it, and he won't really fuss or anything. So yeah, that's typically how. What else? Yeah, so I don't go anywhere for the most part throughout the day. I take that really seriously. I used to go out, not necessarily like go out, but I would hang out with friends afterwards, like after the show. I don't even do that anymore because I use that time to try to like prepare for the next day, get highlights ready, look at it, start promoting, things like that. So I just take it really seriously. I've gotten more disciplined with the show, and getting myself on a time frame and making sure that things are done in a timely manner. So typically, yeah, before the show, I'm getting my son ready, at around, usually like around, I'm usually getting everything ready, like getting ready. Like I will take a nap. Sometimes I take a nap, but around 5:30, the show airs at 7. So at 5:30, I'm getting ready. 5:30, I'm making sure that dinner's set and prepared. If my son's asleep, like I told you guys, I'm making sure that there's dinner that's accessible, so he may have it in his playpen. If he's woke, I'm making sure to put on a show that he doesn't like that much up until like 6:50, and then around 6:50 I turn on a show that I know he really likes, and then I do that because he's less likely to get bored. Sometimes the interviews run long and stuff, so I do that because I know he's less likely to get bored really fast with that show. So yeah, I'm getting dressed around that time. What else am I doing? I'm getting ready. I'm getting dressed. I'm getting ready. I'm getting dressed. What else? I'm trying to figure out what else do I do. Yeah. So yeah. I'm promoting when it hits like 6 o'clock. Now I'm also promoting at the same time. A lot of times you see me post, we're on live in 1 hour, so I'm making sure that I'm getting those promotion out, those less minutes to reach out to the crowd. I may be doing my hair or something. Typically I've already probably reached out to a guest or something, to just make sure that everything is okay. So yeah, I've already typically reached out to a client. I mean, I don't want to call them a client or guest. I've already reached out to my special guest for the night, just to make sure that they're fine. They don't have any questions, last minute questions or anything like that. So yeah, that's typically how that goes. And after I've done that, trying to make sure I've done everything. I've reached out to them. Probably doing last minute promotions is a big thing. A lot of times people don't see your posts, or they're like, oh my God, I wanted to see this episode. Why didn't I know? I'm posting on all my social media pages. Trying to tend to my kid if there's any last minute needs that he has. I'm usually praying I'm usually pretty nervous for shows. Like every show I do, I'm pretty nervous for. Believe it or not, whether it's like a high profile celebrity or something like that, I'm always really nervous. So I typically am calling my siblings. I'm already texting my siblings. That's like something that I'm really big on. My lips are so dry. So I'm like typically already like calling my siblings, calling my sister, my brother. So boom, I'm getting there. Like I said before, I'm typically like calling my siblings, before a show because I'm like always super nervous. And they're usually always there to like help me and like, you're fine, you got this. Like that's my siblings and they do like a phenomenal freaking job. So like most of the time, like 99.9% of the time, I'm on the phone with one of my siblings, one of them, or like texting them when I'm ready to do a show. Yeah. So like y'all. I'm like literally running out of freaking makeup remover wipes. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. So my shirt is black on, y'all know how I feel. So I'll be using like some generic lip gloss that ain't black on, but we ain't shouting them out. We gonna shout out the lip gloss that I'm gonna use. Obviously it is by none other than the Lip Bar. I don't like it, yeah. Okay, right? Now I like it. So, thanks you guys sitting there. You guys are just tuned in to like me doing my makeup. Now you are going to watch me do my hair. So yeah, let's get this party sorted. It's not really a lot that goes into doing my hair. I try to keep braids because they are always the most convenient. Plus, as much, you know, like a lot of girls, I'm not really into, I mean, the most weave I'm going to get is probably like this. I might come ponytail sometimes, very rarely. I don't, because it's just, to me, that's just a style for looks. Like that shit, I need some shit that's going to last. I had a kid. I don't like going to sit in nobody's chair often. Plus, I'll be having a lot of patience. So I need to get something that's going to last for a long time and that's really versatile. And ponytails just aren't that. This is why I always come braids because they are versatile, they last long, and I just like braids. They're just more convenient. They're just convenient for me in my life. So be right back. Gotta get some extra stuff. The girl knows the key to a hairstyle. Sometimes some hairstyles is your edges. So that's what I'm just about to do really quick. And then we're going to get into like my co-host, my every episode co-host. But thank you guys for tuning in. This has just come to the end of hair and makeup. We are going to head into, we're going to head into something else. I don't know. Follow me. Just like I'm still in the bathroom, I'm about to introduce you guys to my other co-host. He's my all the time, everyday co-host. But yeah, so yeah, you know what? I'm tripping. You know, I'll be giving myself credit for the makeup, okay? Cause look, let's get into this, y'all. It's like a real natural beat, okay? I don't do the eyeshadow because I don't know how to do that yet, and I don't know how to do the eyebrows. But once I get into learning those and perfecting them, you gonna see the looks come through, okay? Sis gonna get a 10. It's been a whole year, and I remember at one point I was going back and forth like whether or not I was gonna do my makeup. And that was like a big thing for me, whether or not I was going to do my makeup when I did every show, and I was just like, you know what, come professional, come ready, sis. So if in case it goes viral and you get big, you don't want to be on screen looking over a dry face, eyebrows, jacked up, lips crusty. So introduce you. Okay, like I told you guys, the next part that I wanted to introduce you to was my forever co-host, and this is my lovely kiddo. He's not even remotely shy of the camera, but in a lot of episodes, especially a lot of the newer episodes, you guys can definitely listen to the background. You will hear screaming. Typically he's being babysat by Cat in the Hat. Who else do you watch, babe? I've been like Cat in the Hat, Mickey Mouse lately. Maybe like some Cheez-Its and some water. I mean, typically he's being babysat by those characters. And he's usually in here. His playpen is like, that's like a lifesaver because my son is busy. He is on the move. He's always on the go. So, you know, sometimes it can be really hard. It can be really frustrating during a show if your kid is like screaming and in the background. Yeah. Most people really understand that you're working from home and that is super important. So yeah. Look, babe. Look, babe. Say hi. You say hi. Good job. So yeah. So typically he's in the background of your favorite episode screaming. It's kind of hard sometimes to record. It's really frustrating, especially when you want to get through a show. Or sometimes it can be really frustrating. Okay. Okay. How bad? Babe, where you? He's been so clingy all day. He hasn't taken one nap. Is he doing the gang signs? Sometimes it's really frustrating before a show, and I feel like sometimes you can see it on my face, or sometimes I even say it. It's really frustrating when you're trying to do a show and your kid doesn't want to go down, they don't want to cooperate. It's really frustrating because, you know, you have to learn to I literally step away 15 feet max, close the door, and I'm working. So, you know, sometimes I learn to just leave things on the other side of the door, get focused, get prepared, and do the show. And sometimes it's so hard because I could have literally just had to change my shirt again, or he's messed up something. So sometimes, like most of the time, honestly, my house is a freaking mess. Like I come out to Cheetos everywhere. I come out to water spill because he's throwing a sippy cup. So, you know, while I love working from home, I genuinely do, and I love being able to be here for my son because of the pandemic. Sometimes it can be really frustrating as an entrepreneur when you're, or as a, just not even an entrepreneur. It can be really frustrating when you want to get to work and it's like you have to literally leave things 15 feet away from you, you know. So, but we get it done. You know, I ain't had no complaints, and I love what I do, and you know, he definitely is motivation to keep going. So this is my forever co-host, my every episode co-host. He's always co-hosting in the background. Down. Yeah. So yeah, always super fun. Yeah. So he must have hydrated. I talk a lot. So it's like, you guys may not ever see me take a sip of water on camera. Although I really be wanting to, my mouth be dry. Sometimes it helps just to refresh and clear your mind mid-interview. But yeah, so I really like me needing that. I'm gonna start doing that more in interviews. I'm gonna start taking a sip of water. Because I be needing it and I be scared. I don't know why, I just do. But I'm gonna start doing it more. Because the girl be thirsty. So what happens basically is I try to fix the camera because it was crooked. And oftentimes it is really crooked. So this was really something that was new to me. And something fell off the tripod in the mix of fixing it. So I tried to fix it, and then Kareem started screaming, which is why you actually see me leave. I had to go in, get him something to drink, get him something to eat, and figure out what was a good show that he'd like to watch. So, yeah, and then I'm back. And you guys, just like a little quick review. So it's basically like my door. Behind me is just like our big old banner. It's just a chair that we use primarily. And what you can see here is just like the camera, our ring light. And something that's really important for me when doing interviews, a trick that I've just recently started putting into practice. I can't turn it around. So is this right here. Something I've started putting into practice is this paper, and this basically just taped right to the ring light. And that's a really great way. That's some hack that I actually just started doing. And it's a great way for me to be able to actively listen, which is, keep in mind, what I obviously simultaneously listen to what my guest is talking about and still engaging with our audience. The eyes is looking fire, right, okay? Hey, what's up, guys? So you guys have completed like my very first behind the scenes life before live. I hope you had fun. I had fun doing this. I've never done anything like this. So I hope you had fun. I hope I answered any questions you may have had. I hope I inspired you to get started on your dreams and follow them. And if there's anything that I did miss that you wanted to hear or see, drop in my comment section. Don't forget to let me know what you want to hear, and don't be afraid to let me know. I'm a big fan of feedback. I love to hear it. Well, that is, make sure you guys subscribe to our channel, and follow us on Instagram at Let's Talk the Show. As always, my name is Cherrell Carter. I'm the host of Let's Talk the Show, y'all, and this ain't a podcast.